Okay, so I'm making this video for your request. So I don't have many things plugged in anymore. I have literally the bare essentials. I took the GPU out, and the GPU was seated properly, right in there. And I had the power cables plugged in. These guys. I took all 8 of these pins and 6 of this all at the same time. Let's see. All this stuff at the bottom is just kind of extra junk like USBs and audio and stuff, so not to worry about those. I do have 2 sticks of RAM, and I went and verified that they are on the approved QVL list for this motherboard, which is the Prime Z390A from Asus, and it specifically lists the stick of memory down to, you know, the specific model, so that's on there. My processor, which is an i7 9700K, is listed on the approved processors for this motherboard, and the RAM is DDR4 3200 megahertz, and so that works. Manual recommends that when you only have one plugged in, you put it into DIMM A2, which it is. And when I had both plugged in, for when you have 2 cards, it says DIMM A2 and B2, which they were. The switch right here, which is MEM LED and MEM OK, should be on, which it is. I got the CPU plugged in. I got the motherboard power plugged in. I have that in the wrong spot, but that's irrelevant, but it's supposed to be under here, so I'm gonna fix that eventually. SATA cable's going where they need to, and let's see. I recently went back under the processor to make sure that the pins were straight, and they were nice and straight. Everything was fantastic. So I reseated everything, put more thermal compound down. Yeah. Got that guy down there for the, you know, power and reset HDD lights, and that's plugged in the correct spot. And no matter what I do, when everything is plugged in as it should be, or just bare essentials, the DRAM light just remains yellow. Also, I have even tried shorting out the CMOS battery. So I shorted it out successfully. I turned on the computer with the screwdriver holding onto it. Held it there for 10 seconds, and it did a full reset. Everything, you know, was good, but still there's no display on, and my monitor does have power, and I have tested it with another computer, and that computer turns on the monitors just fine. So it's just this one, and I know it's not a stupid issue with the monitor or something. So yeah, I have no idea. I'm starting to think that my motherboard is going to need an RMA, which is going to suck. So yeah, let me know what you think.